Laettner puts it up.
I hated Christian Laettner.
He was a bad dude, but he could back it up with his play.
It was good versus evil. We didn't like him.
Laettner kicked it.
I wanted to jump down and punch the dude in the face.
Hey, did anybody watch I Hate Christian Laettner? I'm so pissed I missed that guy's whole career, because that was right about when I was starting. I was starting to be a comedian. Well, I started in 92. Did he go 88 to 92 or 89 to 93? I don't know what, but I was failing miserably in college. I completely missed that guy's career. And I have to tell you, that guy is one of the greatest villains I've ever seen in my life.
Villains are people that play to the crowd, play to the audience. While he was a terrific player, being the villain, he was one of those guys that would incite the crowd.
The look on his face and the way he would look at opposing fans and how he just completely didn't give a shit what people thought of him. It was like watching a comedian going on stage and the crowd turns on him and they just stay with their fucking material. It was one of the most enjoyable 30 for 30s I watched, and I thought that the people that hated him came off. I mean, it might have been the way that they edited it, but they just came off as kind of. They came off like they were the jerks. I mean, they interviewed two people, right? One guy wrote a book called Duke Sucks. You know,
He was the face of evil for me. He always looked like he could have stepped off the set of The Karate Kid as a member of the Cobra Kai. The perfect villain.
I mean, right there. It's like, well, obviously they don't. If they did suck, we could just look at the stats. You know, we could look at the standings. But the fact that you got to write Duke Sucks, that means obviously, I mean, you know that right away. They're winning, right? Did anybody watch the end of the Jinx? Anybody at all? Jesus Christ. Well, that wasn't good. They got you caught now. He's talking to himself in the bathroom, doesn't realize he's mic'd up. What happened? What do you think happened? I killed him.
Disaster. Killed them all. Of course.
Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus Christ. That was fucking one of the most amazing documentary series. Even if you know what the fuck happened, you got to see the fucking thing. Hey, it's Bob calling. I'd like to sit down and talk some more. Well, you know, California is a big state. I don't know. Those are block letters. I mean, I guess when you look at them, Beverly is spelt the wrong way both times. I wrote that one. I did not write the other one.
The block letters are block letters.
So you wrote one of these, but you didn't write the other one.
I wrote this one, but I did not write the Godiva one.
And can you tell me which one you didn't write?
No.
I'm driving my wife crazy. I'm driving you guys fucking nuts. There's a new documentary that Guitar Center made on Slash. That is, I don't know. It's like an hour and a half long. I saw the first half of it, and it's just fucking awesome. And Alice Cooper says the funniest shit. He was, just talking about the changes in music, and he was talking about grunge music, and he was talking about at the peak of grunge music. He goes, there was a time when I wanted to go to Seattle and round up all of the bands, put them on a bus, and take them to Disneyland.
There was a point when I wanted to go to Seattle and take all the grunge bands, put them in buses, and take them to Disneyland.
And he wasn't being a dick. He was saying it from, like, a place of concern because everything was so fucking miserable, all the music. You know, everybody, it just was such a turn in the music. You went from people dressing up like women going, yeah, to, like, fucking everybody like, I hate myself. Oh, hee-yoo, rabbit-a-boo. What the fuck does it take? Who started that style of singing? Was it Lane Stanley? There. When, you know, just, I don't know. It's like you're singing in the back of your throat and on either side of your tongue. I don't know. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I think that the lead singer Alice in Chains had one of the most original ways of singing. Him, Perry Farrell, from that era. Him, Perry Farrell, and Axl Rose. I thought had the most unique phrasing when it came to white guys singing there. Were there any black singers in that era that I can think of? Or was it, and you know, were they all rapping? My world was very different. I was in a suburb back then. Buried in my whiteness. Let's see, what black artists did I know back then? CNC Music Factory, right? Wait.
And it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
Oh well, la-di-da, you don't wanna ride it out. If you don't wanna do the time, you're better off with a 9 to 5. You don't wanna pay the price, you don't wanna live the life, you don't wanna sacrifice. It's the